Today we're going to talk about what I would consider the most common saboteur of nutritional progress when it comes to fat loss or weight loss, and that is what I call the deceptive multiple ingredient food. Multiple ingredient foods are foods that have, as the name states, multiple ingredients, but what the actual result is that they are more calorically dense than the alternatives that you could get because they smash two different foods together in order to create a super caloric food. So what we want to do right now is talk about some of the common ones that you might not know you're eating or might think are actually good quality foods, so we can actually find better alternatives for them. For instance, protein bars are a really common quote unquote good food that are what I would call a multiple ingredient food that are A, way too high in calories for the actual nutrients you're getting, and B, just a bunch of garbage mashed together. So what you can try as alternatives to a protein bar are things like sliced deli meats, string cheese, even a protein powder supplement is preferable. And the reason being is in a protein bar, you might get 20 grams of protein, around 300 calories. In a protein powder, you'll get 20 grams of protein, so the same amount of protein for 150 calories, which is half the total calories. And if your goal is to lose weight, you want to find ways to cut out extra calories, and that's just something you have to do. Some other good examples of multiple ingredient foods that you need to be aware of are flavored coffees. These are terrible delivery systems that often have tons of calories disguised in them. Like I think a Starbucks macchiato has around 400 calories in it. That is normal coffee has almost no calories in it. So what they're doing is they're just taking a normal coffee or an espresso shot and pumping sugar and dairy into it. And then you have this monstrosity of a coffee that is actually the same amount of calories as a meal. That's going to really throw you off. Some other common examples, soda, condiments, so ketchup, mayonnaise, barbecue sauce, Thousand Islands, ranch, all those things are just multiple ingredient foods tossed together, lots of calories in them. And the other thing that I haven't mentioned so far is that they're hard to track how much you're eating. It's really easy to squirt a bunch of ketchup and not know how much you've actually squirted, and then you end up with 350 calories of ketchup. In fact, we had a guy at our physical gym a couple years ago. He was already extremely fit and lean, about 190 pounds, and he did an exercise where he tracked how much ketchup he was eating, and he was eating around 1,200 to 1,500 calories in just ketchup per week. So he and his wife took it on themselves to throw all their condiments away, ketchup and mayonnaise, and the guy lost 8 pounds over the next 3 weeks. And he was already super fit and healthy. You would look at him and say, there's no way he's gonna progress beyond this. And it was just a matter of how much ketchup he was eating. So these are sneaky foods. So without rambling too much, you can find a list of what we would consider the unideal multiple ingredient foods in the nutrient calorie packet that was emailed to you a week or so ago. And in it, it has a full list of all these foods as well as examples, so you can start to pay attention to what types of multiple ingredient foods you might be eating that you think are good or society tells us are good, but are actually harming or hindering your progress. And as always, you can send a message on Instagram, Facebook, or respond to us by email and ask questions and let us know of examples that we can share. And we look forward to hearing from you. Thanks.